Interpretation of its fulfillment. The constantly sitting Samadhi. Question. How many parts are there to cultivating this Samadhi? Answer. There are 2 parts. First, clarifying the method, and second, clarifying the encouragement of its cultivation. Question. What is the method of cultivating this practice? Answer. 1. Physically, one does what one should, and does not do what one should not. 2. Verbally, one speaks or maintains silence at the appropriate times. 3. Mentally, one maintains a state of cessation and contemplation. Question. What is the meaning of physically doing what one should and not doing what one should not? Answer. It means to maintain physically a posture of constantly sitting and to avoid walking, standing, or lying down. Question. Should this Samadhi be cultivated in a place with other people, or should one cultivate it alone? Answer. It can be done in a place with other people, but it is better to do it alone. Question. If done with other people, with whom should it be done? How is it to be done alone? Answer. A place with other people refers to the people in the meditation hall and not to the crowd in a noisy marketplace. To cultivate alone means to stay in a single quiet room or in a lonely spot in the woods. Question. What seat should one sit in? Answer. One should stay on a single coarse chair with no other seats by one's side. Question. For how long a period should this continue? Answer. 90 days is one period. Question. Why is one period determined as 90 days? Answer. Because cultivating the way for one summer is the teaching of 1,000 sages. Question. Are there any breaks in practice during this period? Answer. The time must be continuous, without even the slightest interruption, except for walking meditation, meals, and so forth. What is the meaning of verbally speaking or maintaining silence? Answer. If one's practice is progressing normally, one should maintain silence. One speaks to remove obstacles. Question. What is meant by removing obstacles? Answer. Internal and external obstacles collect in a mind of correct thoughts. Then one should chant the name of a single Buddha, be repentant, and perform confession. Question. Why should this be done? A person who pulls a heavy load with his own power does not advance, but if he or she temporarily enlists some nearby aid, it can be lifted easily. The practitioner is the same. If his or her mind is weak, and he or she is not able to eliminate obstacles, he or she should chant the Buddha's name and request protection, or the evil conditions will not be overcome. Question. If so, then one should chant the Buddha's name and recite sutras and spells. Why do you say that reciting sutras and spells is noisy and interferes with quiet? Answer. Where did I say that? I meant that reciting sutras and spells is noisier than maintaining silence. How much more so the conversations of the secular world? Question. Is this maintenance of silence limited to the constantly sitting Samadhi? Answer. The avoidance of recitation is limited to this Samadhi. The avoidance of speech is common to all 4. Question. The beginner in contemplation does not have a complete understanding of doctrine. How can he maintain and achieve these 4 Samadhis? Answer. He should approach someone who understands prajna wisdom and cultivate and study according to his instructions. Then he can enter the single practice Samadhi, and or the Samadhi in which one concentrates on following one's own thoughts as they arise in the mind. Question. Of the 3, physical, verbal, and mental activities, which activity is the key to entering Samadhi? Answer. Physical and verbal activities are auxiliary to mental activities in performing the capacity to approach the Buddha. Question: if this is so, then why do the Fa Hua Swanyi and Fa Hua Wen Chu discuss the meaning of the capacity of the mind? Answer: that is not the same meaning of mind as here. Question: third, what is the meaning of a mind of cessation and contemplation? Answer: sit upright with correct thoughts and dispel all evil fancies. Identify the objects of cognition with the Dharma realm and integrate your thoughts with the Dharma realm. Question: what is the meaning of identifying the objects of cognition and integrating one's thoughts? Answer: identifying the objects of cognition refers to cessation, and integrating one's thoughts refers to contemplation. Question: identifying the objects of cognition and integrating one's thoughts thus refer to cessation and contemplation. What is meant by the Dharma realm? Answer: cessation and contemplation refers to the action of contemplation. The Dharma realm is the object of contemplation. Whether identifying or thinking, it is none other than the Dharma realm. Whether through cessation or contemplation, quiescent illumination is simultaneous. Next is the clarification of the exhortation to practice. Question: what is the exhortation to practice? Answer: one praises the virtuous qualities gained from cultivating this practice to encourage the practitioner. Question: what are these virtuous qualities? Answer: the reality of the Dharma realm is the true Dharma of the Buddha. Question: this is cultivated by whom? Answer: the practitioners of the perfect and immediate teachings hear this and are not surprised. They realize this Dharma, and so they dwell in the stage of non-retrogression. Question: why are they not surprised? Answer: because they follow the Dharma that they heard from Manjushri. Question: there are many methods of practice. Why do you recommend this one? Answer: the single practice Samadhi includes all methods. If one diligently practices it without indolence, then any and all can perceive the Buddha. Therefore, it is said that the monks and nuns who heard this Dharma and were not surprised thereupon followed the Buddha and abandoned lay life. Laymen and laywomen who heard this Dharma and believed represent those who truly take refuge in the Buddha. Question: are there texts supporting these words of praise? Answer: these texts are taken from the Arya Sapta Satika Nama Prajnaparamita Sutra and the Wen Shu Shi Li Wen Jing. The regulations for the practice of the four Samadhis are each distinctive, but all take the Dharma realm as their object of rest. Details are contained in the Qi Quan Ju Xing Wang Hong Chu, and so forth.